Okay, let's continue the tools to obtain the Noether theorem. Now, B part 4, lecture 17C, Noether theorem. Now, this subject here is a variation of the action. You see, using the first order Jacobian determinant, you see this is from the previous lecture 17b. So this leads to the determinant, leads to the Jacobian, okay? This is 1 plus partial derivative respect to mu, delta x mu. So we already derived this. So set up. Let the action be, by definition, you see, that's an integral over the space, omega space, the Lagrangian function of the field, the derivative of the field, and x mu. Now, dx4, you see, this in general, we use, okay, the fourth dimension. Okay? Mainly when you are studying special relativity and general relativity, but it's not the case over here, you see? So, let us consider a continuous transformation of first the coordinates and second the fields. You see, coordinates x mu, you see x prime mu, this is the first order, x mu plus delta x mu. This is a small finite increment. So in the fields, the transformation of the field is phi x mu, this phi prime x prime mu, plus delta phi x mu. So then here we have, so that's see, this I think this is not this I derived for this is not primary here. See, so that's a phi prime over here. This here maps to this one. So the definition, you see, of the action. Now I want the variation of the action. You see, delta S. That is from variational calculus. So you just, the definition, you just copy from here to here. But look, all this function here depends on the variable x mu. That's why I can write, in this case, L prime of x prime mu. You see, the fourth, you see, that's it, that's come from here. This is minus L x mu, you see, the fourth differential of x mu. This is equation 2. Now, the Taylor series expansion, attention now, first order of L prime to prime 2 in terms of L x. You see, you are bringing back to the original coordinates and the original fields phi and x mu. That's why we're going to use this transformation and use the Taylor series. So first order, attention now. So L x mu, you see, this is the finite increment, small increment, delta x mu, that's a partial derivative of L function of x mu. That's equation 3. This is from calculus. See, that's quite understandable. See, so this from the first degrees of the undergraduate course, you see this, the Taylor series. So recall from previous lecture 17b that you see that's a relation between the differential on x prime to the differential of the original coordinates. And this appeared the Jacobian, the determinant here, which I named as capital J. So that's equation 4. Now, substituting 1, 3, and 4 into this equation 2 over here, you see, you substitute over here. See, just easy, because remember that equation 1 is just that one, which we derived, as I said previously. So just substitute, then you see. So this very easy algebra, see, to expand. This I have a summation over here and summation over here. So you just multiply. We will have this term with this one, this term with this one, this with this, and this with this. So you're gonna have four terms when you expand this. But if you just keep, in this case, keep it only the first order, you just eliminate some terms over here, then you lead to the expansion. You see, keeping term of first order, that you lead. This leads to del S is equal this summation over here. Well, it's quite easy. You see, you just multiply. This is kind of A plus B that multiply C plus D. You see, you just multiply and keep only the first order. You see, and then this leads to this relation over here. So this is my intention here is now, you see on the right hand side there is no x prime. You see, that's the original coordinates, okay? And so you just got this relation here. Now let's consider this only attentional. See, now I'm interested only in this this term over here and apply the product rule, also called Leibniz rule. You see, in the first term of this integral. You see, now my focus is the first term of this integral over here. So then to obtain this, you just use the product rule. You see, that's now go back to calculus, okay, and derivatives, okay, and so the properties of derivative, you have uv, you see, that's a product, then you have uv prime plus vu prime. You just apply this relation here, you see clearly, okay, that uv prime plus vu prime, just easy. Now I can now obtain uv prime. You see, now uv prime, this term here, okay, I put in the left hand side, and this term over here to the right hand side. So that's why this leads to uv prime is uv minus vu prime. You just copy from here and set over there. Now, then that's a very important simplification. You see, this term over here, when you substitute right on delta S, this term here will cancel with this term here. So this results only on this term here, uv. Now, this uv, I'm sorry, this uv. Easy. You just cancel this term with this one. You see, because when I substitute, now I'm talking about delta S. So you substitute and then cancel this term with that term. So this leads to delta S is integral. Now you see, this is divergence, the total divergence of this term over here, uv, see, on the space over here. So Then our objective, I reached the objective of the variation of the action can be written in this relation over here. You see? But attention now. Next lecture, 17D, this is divergence. Divergence, now you always remember about the Gauss's theorem. So in the next 17D, okay, you develop this term here using Gauss's theorem. Okay? And then I finalize the final Noether theorem on 17D. Okay, that's it.